It is Friday, it is Farmer's Kitchen. Helen with you through until 5 o'clock. But right here, right now, we're also live on the Dubai Eye 103.8 YouTube channel for Farmer's Kitchen Live. I'm not alone. I've got a fantastic chef next to us. Yasmine from Couscous is going to be teaching us how to make some accessible, easy, dare I say it, maybe a little bit lazy hacks for feeding our families, especially those of you like me who've got picky eaters. Yasmine's going to be joining us very soon to talk about some of these incredible Spinneys products. You could be winning a hamper full of goodies. Also, during the show, we're going to be speaking to legendary chef Tannil, taking you to a supper club, a barista competition. Laura Coughlin's going to have the latest food news, and we are sorting out your social life with tickets to Hot Wheels monster trucks, Cinderella on Ice, and even an evening with the legendary Joanna Lumley. So join the conversation, have your say on 4001. You've got the ARN Play app and you've got the WhatsApp too, which is 048715500. So send any questions on those lines and that's how you can win. I'll be telling you more after the headlines. But head over to the YouTube to see what's happening in the kitchen here at Spinneys HQ. So Yasmine, we're here. I'm so delighted we've stolen you away from not just a busy kitchen, but a very busy life. We are here at Spinneys HQ surrounded by absolutely amazing food.
Accessible.
This is what I need because I'm not the greatest cook. I married a good cook.
That's lucky.
That would be my top tip to anyone out there who's a bit average in the kitchen is marry someone who's a good cook. What's your
Karim? I think I've rubbed on him a bit. He gets excited about new dishes. He really loves his sema, some Lebanese ingredients. I think we feel very attached and nostalgic through food.
That's nice.
But he once made me a grilled Nutella sandwich that was very delicious.
Maybe we'll do a grilled Nutella sandwich. We'll nip downstairs to Spinneys and get the ingredients. So what are we making today?
So today I am very happy to share with you 2 super easy recipes that we are going to do within the hour using the Spinneys prepared ingredients.
So guys, those of you who are watching on the YouTube channel, hi. If you want to win a hamper full of ingredients here, and it's a lot of things that we're going to be cooking with today, because I haven't been very well this week, I want you to tell me in the comments, what is your comfort food? If you're feeling a bit under the weather, what makes you feel better? So for me, in my mind, there's very little.
Potato?
Soup.
Soup, yeah, okay.
Yesterday, I had like a spicy chicken ramen soup, and today I had some tomato soup that I made with a bit of beef bone broth just to kind of bring it all together. What is it for you, Yasmine?
So for me, like potato.
Really?
Yeah.
Carbs,
starchy. And I do feel sometimes like I need chocolate or I need carbs. The first recipe that I'm doing, which is the roast potatoes, is a super comforting recipe. Amazing for the kids, super amazing for the cook because it's going to be ready in no time.
That's what we want. Yeah. So we want convenience. So that's what we want you to tell us, guys. 4001 is the SMS to ask any questions all the way through. But if you want to win the hamper full of ingredients, and I mean, to tell you what's in here, we are talking baby roast potatoes with garlic butter. We've got some sweet potato churros. We've got things that can go in the microwave. We've got things that can go in the oven. It is all about convenience on today's show. So if you fancy winning this hamper full of gorgeous, gorgeous things, tell me in the comments on our YouTube channel, what is your comfort food? If you're feeling a bit down or you're feeling a bit unwell, what brings you back up again? So we are here at Spinneys HQ. We'll have to say, I shouldn't have favourites, but the Maidan store is probably my favorite. It's gorgeous, right?
It's so gorgeous. The vibe.
It's just so calm. The kitchen downstairs, I mean, it's Friday afternoon, so school's finished. It's absolutely buzzing downstairs. People tucking into really... I saw someone's having fish and chips. And I nearly leant over and just to sample it. We're coming back on the radio, so we're going to just have a quick recap of what we're making today and introduce some of our hero ingredients and, of course, a little bit more about you, Yasmine, as well. So glad you're with us. We've got close-ups. We've got big angles. We're here. We are here at Spinneys HQ. I'm Helen Farmer, joined this afternoon by the incredible chef, content creator, TV star, Yasmine Idriss from Couscous. We've worked together before, and I love cooking with you, Yasmine, because you are here to make things accessible today. You're a mother Although your children are a little bit older than mine.
Yeah. So
how old are they now?
So my eldest, Karma, is 17. So it's her last year at school. And now we are in the phase of actually passing on my food knowledge a bit to her.
That's a lovely idea because you get released into university and you're like, okay, it's going to be the Nutella sandwiches or the pasta. I think I ate a lot of pasta bake. Yasmine, for anyone that's not familiar with you, doesn't follow you on Instagram, first of all, you must. Tell us how you got your start in food.
So I've always used my love of food to connect with other people. And that's how I grew up. Growing up, food was always the center of reunions, meetings, dinners, birthday parties, school parties. And when I came to Dubai, when I moved to London, food was always an opportunity to connect with strangers and make friends, and they become family.
I think that's actually something we overlook quite a lot, because if you move to a new neighborhood and you take over a gift, or as you invite the parents round at a new school, it can just be a very easy conversation starter. How did you make this? What's the origin? And also, coming from Lebanon, to have some dishes and ingredients that have stories, that have this idea of communication. It's really, really beautiful. And we haven't even told people what we're making today yet, Yasmine. We are here at Spinneys HQ, and we're actually, the timing's perfect. We are going to be using some amazing, I don't know if you can hear this on the radio, a little bit of ASMR, super convenient pre-packaged vegetables that are new to the market. We're going to be speaking in just a few minutes to the fantastic Angelique from Spinneys to explain about what's going on. So what are we making today?
So I love these new ranges. I chose two very simple packs, the roast potato with aioli, and we are going to transform this into the most comforting meal. And also any roast vegetable with the lemon butter that we are going to transform into a nice and super quick couscous salad.
Yum.
With roasted vegetable.
So for those of you who are watching, and I urge you to hop on over to our YouTube channel, you can be winning everything that we're using today. We've got a hamper full of the couscous, olive oil. We've got sweet potato churros. If we have some time at the end, I think we need to give those a try because they sound amazing. You just need to tell me on the YouTube your comfort food. What makes you feel a bit better if you're feeling a bit down or unwell, as I have been this week? For me, it's soup. Yasmine, you're just saying to you, it's carbs. It's that kind of starchy potato. So what's the first thing we're going to be doing?
So we are going to quickly start by just opening this bag. And I'm going to show you how truly easy it is, because I think life is
hard enough.
So the pack, if you can see, comes with the potatoes, the aioli sauce, some crispy onions, and some chopped parsley.
It's all pre-measured out as well.
It's very easy. The tool that you need is a pair of scissors.
I even have that.
And then you take this.
Yes.
And you just put it in the microwave.
Okay.
For 8 minutes.
Right. This is my kind of cooking. Because as soon as we start talking about sous videing and about meat thermometers, I start to get a little bit anxious. Start talking about microwaves, however, and I'm like, done. Let's do it. So we're going to be transforming these potatoes into what, Yasmine?
So instead of roasting them, which you could very easily do by also using the same method of microwave and then oven, what I'm going to do is steam them until they're really tender. And then I am going to crush them.
Okay.
And I'm going to put them in a pan with a bit of olive oil, grill them, and then top them with the aioli sauce.
Now, for anyone that doesn't know what aioli is.
So aioli is a garlicky mayo.
Yum.
Perfect with roast potatoes.
So you can have almost like it's like a dipping.
Yes. This is supposed to be a dip, but I'm going to use it as a topping on my roast potatoes. And then I'm going to top it with mozzarella cheese.
Sounds like a plan. Okay, so those are doing what they need to do. And then, as we said, we've also got these new packs that Angie's going to be talking us through. We've got tender stem broccoli and carrots. We've got some mixed veg with some lemon and pepper butter, which sounds delicious.
Okay, so actually...
Farmer's vegetable selection, how very appropriate.
No way.
And some tender stem broccoli with lemon butter too.
So for the next recipe, we are going to grill some vegetable. The pack has the lemon butter in it.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use half of the butter with the vegetable and the other half with the couscous.
Okay, great. So we're cooking with one now and we're going to put one aside for later.
I'll show you.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm just going to
I will get out of your way. Yasmine, it's one thing to grow up, in a Middle Eastern household and love food. It's another thing to decide that this is what you want to turn your life career into. You've been on Chopped, you've actually been on all sorts of different platforms. When it came to the introduction of social media and Instagram, was that something that you wanted to embrace, or was it something you felt like you kind of had to do because everyone else was doing it?
Actually, I started when I first moved to Dubai 17 years ago, because I know exact date as it's when my daughter Karma was born. Oh. And I really wanted to connect with the neighbors, and I would see them playing in so these are the vegetables, you can just see.
So for those of you who are listening, we've just got 2 baking trays. On one we've got lovely tender stem broccoli, and the other we've got some mixed. There's some bigger broccoli florets in there. There's some chopped carrots, some baby corn, salt and pepper going on there. And this is the lemon pepper butter.
Yes, I'm keeping half for later, and half is going in the oven.
How long are these going in the oven for, Yasmine?
We're using a very hot grill because we want them crunchy but a bit charred. So I think about 5 minutes will be more than enough.
So I guess it's a textural thing as well as taste. And if we're making a soft couscous, we want there still to be a bit of bite.
Crunch and bite.
A bit of bite.
Exactly.
So you arrive in Dubai 17 years ago, same amount of time as me.
With a baby.
Oh my goodness. I was here with a bad ex-boyfriend.
No.
And if you're cooking, you're communicating, and then it's this idea of, were you working at that point, or was food your work?
My background is graphic design, but as my daughter was 40 days old, I was really stuck in 40 days old when we moved to Dubai from London. And we used to live in a building, and I used to look from the window and see the neighbors playing in the playground with their babies. So I thought, what better way to connect than bake some cookies and take the cookies to the kids in the playground. And that's how I connected with the community. And then I got opportunities through my cookies.
What?
Yeah, with Nestle. Corporate. No. Yeah, I used to do corporate cookies, and that's how it started, actually.
So you are an excellent baker, and we've baked together before. I mean, that's incredible to go from thinking, how am I going to meet people? Because speaking honestly, I would be the person in the building looking down going, oh, they're all friends. How am I going to make some friends?
And my neighbors were the actual people that helped me grow my business. They were helping me do the 2,000, 3,000 cookies for my corporate. So,
yeah. How on earth are you making 3,000 cookies?
In my kitchen with the neighbors staying until 2 a.m. icing and helping.
Oh, Yasmine, that's amazing. And it's been now, as you say, 17 years, and you've built such a lovely, loyal following. You've worked in corporate.
Community.
Yeah, and I actually think Dubai's changed so much in that time as well. When we think about how people do collaborate and that chef community as well. Can I ask you, because it is Friday afternoon, because people will be going out tonight, where are some of your favorite places to eat?
That's so difficult.
I know.
My goodness. Now, the problem is I have a lot of friends who work in the F&B, and I know them, and I know the story behind their businesses.
Which matters? Which
matters. So my number one lunch and breakfast place has to be 21 grams, because Tasha is a very dear friend of mine, and I know her story, and I know what it means.
Shall we break down 21 grams a little bit?
Yes, please. Can I do the couscous meanwhile?
Yes, you couscous, I'll talk. I think what's been really lovely about watching 21 grams kind of grow and evolve and grow in popularity, and then to get, of course, Michelin nod this last June was really, really special, is it's so unique for Dubai. To have somewhere that's bulk, and the breakfast is, one of my favorite breakfasts. What do you have when you eat them?
I love all their eggs, and I really love everything from their bread. They have some sliced zucchini that are fried. I don't know if you had them with tzatziki.
Delicious. And I love all the dips in the evening as well. And she's just doing amazing things in terms of, I don't know, just showing up and supporting other people.
Being there.
Okay, so how much couscous have you measured out yesterday?
So couscous is a pantry staple, because you just grab a cup of couscous, and then we are going to add a cup of boiling water.
So just 1 for 1?
1 for 1, and then you cover it, and then you don't have to cook it. It's like steams.
Okay.
So no need to boil it or strain it or do anything with it. Okay.
Now, I should just say, for anyone that's feeling truly lazy, the Spinneys deli has a really, really good Moroccan couscous that I get quite a lot for my lunch. Yeah. But you might be convincing me that this is just as easy. So a cup of couscous and a cup of boiled water.
Yes, and hot boiling water, and you just cover it and you just leave it.
That is easy.
That's easy.
Okay. Okay, it's just going to chill out. So let's just, if you've just tuned in, by the way, really, really glad to have you with us. Helen Farmer with you. We're in conversation with Yasmine from Petit Chous, and in our microwave we have got some baby potatoes, which already smell great. In the oven we've got some mixed vegetables. The butter is already melted, and there's
I'm going to give them
a bit of amazing mix. It's a lemony pepper butter that's going on them. And this is a brand new range to Spinneys. We are going to be speaking to Angelique Dutoit in just a few minutes from the produce section to talk about a little bit about the history, about sourcing, and why and what is in this range. Yasmine, how's that looking? We're looking for a bit of bite to this still.
Yes, exactly. We don't want them super, super soft. We just want them nice and crunchy, maybe a bit charred. We'll see if you have enough time, but you can cook them to your liking.
As soon as I saw these in Spinneys last week, they are literally brand new in store, my immediate thought was Spinneys rotisserie chicken, and then a quick, easy.
I love it.
I'm obsessed with Spinneys chicken.
I love Spinneys.
I know. That's why we're here. So don't forget, if you want to win that hamper full of ingredients, if you are watching, head to the comment section and tell us your favourite comfort food. If you're feeling a bit under the weather, if you're feeling a bit low, what do you eat to cheer you up? If you are, of course, listening to Dubai 103.8, we're really, really glad you're here. We've got competitions coming for you between now and 5 o'clock. And we are going to be catching up with our Spinneys team in just a few minutes. People listening on the radio, we will see you on the other side. Right. So we can put these aside for now, I guess.
Yes, I can start on the vinaigrette.
Should we bring... I love a busy kitchen. Come on in. So nice to have you here. Thank you for playing host once again to Farmer's Kitchen Live.
Thank you for having me.
Tell us about your job title and all that it entails, Angelique.
My job title, I really like not to call it specifically something other than really a passionate produce specialist. Other than working with the product, yes, we do the sourcing, we do the buying, but really just an enthusiast produce lover, if that could be something I say.
We asked people recently on the radio what their favourite aisle in the supermarket is, and so many people were like the produce.
The produce.
Just going in and seeing just all the colours, to see what's new in store, see what's seasonal, even though Dubai's seasonality is a little bit different to other parts of the world. I think a lot of people just love coming in and feeling like they're in a fresh, healthy environment, and that's obviously a lot to do with your hard work. So we're live on YouTube, and everything in front of us looks absolutely incredible. A lot of this is from your department. You're just doing a quality check.
Just doing a quick check.
Everything's looking good. And we will recap some of this for people when we come back on the radio. Sure. But in terms of what we're working with today, this is brand new in store. This is about a week, right?
To be fair, a little bit more than a week, probably 10 days.
Okay.
So 10 days of selling, not 10 days of planning it. But probably it's about 10 days.
How long does it take to actually get something from you guys sitting in the boardroom in Spinneys Maidan to going, oh, it's here, let's do it?
To be fair, I've had a really incredible team helping me pull this together, from the farmers to the design team to everyone in stores. So, but if you think about when it was really the idea was born, about a year ago.
Wow. So it's like having a baby.
It's like having a baby. This is a produce baby, a prepared baby, yeah.
So Yasmine today is transforming some baby potatoes into
my
a pizza. Yes. And then we've just got our couscous cooking here, and then we're going to have some of these lovely the fresh veggies are now in the oven, and they are going to be used in that couscous for a bit of this will be like an easy lunch for like packed lunch, or I was thinking like a picnic or a barbecue side would be really good as well.
And the cool thing is that you can prepare the vegetable and the couscous and all the ingredients, have them prepared in the fridge, and then just use them when you want. Dinner, lunch, lunchbox, snack, picnic, give to the neighbors, you know.
I think you are much better terms with your neighbors than I clearly am with mine. I feel like I'm a terrible, terrible neighbor. So I'll go a quick peek at your couscous. So how long does it take, Yasmine?
So as long as the water is absorbed, it's fine. It's ready. That's it. It's like magic. Yeah. Perfect. And then I'm going to use the leftover butter from the vegetable because we don't want to waste food.
I love how you just found something different to
use
it.
Right?
Yeah. That was not part of the plan when we launched it.
This is what happens when you get creatives involved.
Yeah. Can I say something?
You can say anything.
Whenever I go to Spinneys, I just feel so inspired. It's so beautiful. Everything is so fresh. You have all the ingredients, and I trust the quality. And I really, truly do believe, they're not paying me to say this, I love Spinneys. And this range, honestly, I was so excited to work with it because it is so convenient, so fresh, so inspiring.
But it's interesting to hear from a chef, but then also someone like me who is definitely not a chef, and how we look at things in different ways. We're coming back in just a minute. So I'm just going to quickly remind everyone who is watching on the YouTube, hi, hop into the comments because we've got a hamper full of ingredients. We've got some things that we're cooking with today. We've got some things that we're not. I'm desperate to try the sweet potato churros, by the way.
I can't believe you haven't already tried it.
There might be a chance after the live broadcast to whip up some of those. You just need to tell us in the comments your favourite comfort food. What do you turn to when you are looking to feel a little bit better? As I said, for me, it's like soups. There's very little that a chat with my mum and a bowl of tomato soup can't fix in my book. Like, this is it. You can win everything in this hamper by telling us that. We're going to pick a winner just before the end of our live broadcast today. So we're going to come back on the Dubai Eye 103.8 radio show, and we're going to have a little catch up with you, and then talk a little bit more about this amazing range, which already smells.
Yeah, it
already smells great.
Yeah.
I mean, they do say butter is better. Which, I'm a firm believer in. Right, we're coming back on the radio, and then I want to hear your tip. Okay, ready? Okay. I love a busy kitchen.
Yeah.
Helen Palmer with you, and I'm not alone in the Spinneys at Meydan HQ. It is Farmer's Kitchen Live. We are cooking up an absolute storm with some healthy ingredients, some convenient recipes. Yasmine Idriss here from Petit Chose. She's making, I was going to say we, but it's really she, is making two dishes today. We are making a pizza with a potato base, and we're also going to, couscous is really pretty ready. We've just put some lemon butter in, and we're going to add to that some beautiful veggies that are in the oven now. We've also got Angelique Dutoit with us from the produce department, the woman responsible for getting these on our shelves. And I was in Spinneys about a week and a half ago, and completely by chance, I met one of your colleagues. She was like, "Oh, come and look what's just arrived." And I was like, "Okay, just calm yourself."
Yeah.
And sure enough, I was like, "Well, this is just every busy." And not just parent, every busy person's dream.
Absolutely.
Tell us a little bit about the inspiration behind this range.
I think, not to steal the thunder, but I would love to have been a chef myself, having worked, you get to work with such incredible products. But sadly so, having the career and having a training schedule that I really only have about 30 to 45 minutes in the evening time to make a decent meal. And I think a lot of people share the sentiment. So something like this is not only really convenient, but we also had a look at something that's mixed veg. So something that's got a butter that's really just a bit of flavor, something that's your plain, just diced sweet potato, diced butternut, where you could make your own soup. You could really use it for a salad or a wrap. So it was not only about the convenience, but maybe a little bit of an inspiration of a recipe beginner. And you could add your own spices, and or some people like a bechamel sauce, or you could use it for a pizza base. But
those of you who are watching will have just seen a beautiful plume of steam come out of our microwave. Yasmine has put in the baby potatoes into the microwave, and they smell amazing. So in this range, what we're cooking with today are those baby potatoes. I'm just going to quickly make sure I'm getting it right. So it's there's a roasting kit. So you could do air fryer.
Yes. You could do. I think that's the benefit of this range, is really we've gone, whether it's stir fry, an air fryer, baking, or whether it's a roast, it's really an all-rounder. Not all of them could necessarily go into the air fryer as well as a potato, but yes, most of them are all-rounders anyway.
So let's do a quick rundown of what's in this range. Obviously, what we're cooking with today is the roasting potatoes. Yeah. And then we've got the vegetables that got that lemon pepper butter.
Yeah.
We've just used some of that butter in the couscous. I love that Yasmine's using with zero waste today.
Yes.
What else is in the hamper that people can be winning?
So within the hamper, there's the churros as well. So not something we're talking about now, but churros is, dare I say, a sweet potato churro. A majority of the recipe is a sweet potato that we transformed into something healthy like a dessert, which most people would probably eat as a dessert here. In SA, we eat it with our savory, from a savory point of view. We've got some of these Spinneys cherry on the vine tomatoes, which is all the way from Isle of Wight, which we earlier in the year also had on the show. And then we've got some of the ambient, I could not see specifically on there, but just from a prepared veg, the entire range that we have launched, and then as an additional, just the tomatoes. From a fresh point of view.
So if you are listening and you want to win everything in that hamper, we've also got some couscous, some beautiful, beautiful olive oil as well. Head to the Dubai Eye 103.8 YouTube channel and tell us, because I have been a bit under the weather this week, your comfort food. What makes you feel better when you're feeling a bit low? What is it for you, Angela? What kind of gets you feeling a bit fortified?
Well, I would love to say it is a veg, but there's really nothing like my dad's malva pudding, which is more of a dessert than it is a food. But when it comes to veggies, anything potato.
I do know it's funny about this. Isn't it just a sweet potato? Tell us about the sourcing then. Did you have the opportunity to go to any of the farmers where the produce is from? Or is that part of, it's a big part of the Spinneys relationship with the producers?
Definitely. So it's like I mentioned earlier, I could not have launched this, without an incredible team, but really the real heroes behind this range is the farmers. From South Africa, they have the benefit of 12-month sourcing. So they source from different regions into a central area, whether it's it's like a wide range of products, but most of the farmers would grow specific ingredients and then put them together, send them to the central point. And something like potatoes as well, 12-month seasonality, not stored, it's harvest fresh. And really, the sourcing was great to be able to go there with the team and see produce through their eyes. The entire marketing team, we all went together. So it was brilliant seeing how we can pull this into Dubai.
And now it's on the shelves. As I said, as soon as I saw the baby roast potatoes, I was like, well, that's easy. Just grab a Spinneys roast chicken. This goes into the air fryer, the oven, or the microwave, depending on your preference. And that's dinner done, because I don't think I'm speaking out of turn here. Everyone in Dubai right now feels so frantic, so busy. What might have been taking 20 minutes to drive home, it might be taking a bit longer. So our cooking and our wind down time feels like it's perhaps less than it was a few months ago. So any props, anything that can make life a little bit easier, I think is massively appreciated. Yasmine, I want to bring you in because you were just busy transforming these potatoes. So they're in the microwave for how long?
So if you want to roast them, you have to put them for 6 minutes.
Okay.
The instructions are very clear on the packet. But I steamed them for a bit longer, 8 minutes, because that allows them to be completely soft. And I just crushed them like this with the back of.
Can I have a go?
Please.
So for those of you who are listening, they're in what looks like a kind of a shallow cake tin.
Yes, but it's a springform tin, so the base is removable.
Okay. And then we've got just a water glass, and we're pressing these lovely soft potatoes into the bottom of that tin to create our base for our pizza. I wonder if any Italians are listening. Let us know on 4001. Is this technically a pizza? I mean, I feel like it's got carbs, it's got potato. We're not going to get into the. There's no pineapple going on it, so we're not offending anybody in that sense. And now what we do?
I'm just going to drizzle a bit of olive oil to give it color. So if you're really in a rush, you can skip this step. You can just put the cheese on top and skip the grilling. But I think if we grill it a bit, we're going to have a nice golden color. So I'm just going to put it under the grill.
So our veggies are out of the oven. For those of you who are listening, we've got a lovely char on our carrots, on the broccoli, on our baby corn as well. And it smells so good. So with these ready-to-go veggies, let's have a quick look at this one. This is the Farmer's Kitchen one. Very appropriate. So what, some kind of baby zucchini?
Yeah.
Some beans. What else we got?
It's just beans. Then we got the tender stem. So with like that one, for example, it's got the broccoli. This one we kept the tender stem. So really more of a call it a nichier eating together. So yeah, tender stem, cut beans, and then marrow or zucchini, depending where you are from. I've learned that. And then just the pieces of baby corn.
Isn't it? Yeah, trying to keep making sure everyone's clear. Now, just a quick look ahead to our prize today. We've got a hamper full of gorgeous, gorgeous products to make your life easier, and some pantry staples as well. Let me know in our YouTube comments the food that makes you feel better. Fenella saying chicken tikka biryani. Ooh, that sounds good to me. For Melissa, it's homemade bone broth. This is what I had yesterday. It wasn't homemade. I got straight onto the guys at Happy and were like, can you bring me some broth, please? And then the broth lab very kindly sent me some stuff as well. Actually, I'm going to release you back to your busy day. Thank you so much for your time right now.
Come back to eat.
And then will you come back for a tasting?
I definitely have to come back and
bring the team.
I need to bring the team so everyone can taste how it's done in a different way. That's on the back of the pack.
Interpretations, right?
Interpretations.
Angelique Dutoit from Spinneys, from the produce section. I'm Helen Farmer. We're going to head over for the latest headlines when we come back on the radio, bringing all of this together. And for those of you who are watching, you can have some sneaky peek behind the scenes action too. 4001 to join the conversation. And of course, to win, head to our YouTube channel. So let's have a little look at what's happening in our oven. What temperatures are on 220? So it's quite high.
Yeah, I just want the top to grill a tiny bit.
Just for a little bit of texture.
A bit of color.
Yeah.
And then we're going to put the delicious toppings.
Okay. I guess this is pretty flexible, right? You could be adding whatever you've got in the fridge, just quick grab and go.
Yes, and you can even put chicken with the aioli, the garlic. Nice, you can shred some chicken, add it and top it with a lot of cheese, cover it for the kids.
I feel like this would be like a really nice like picnic dish as well, because it could be cold. Great hot from the oven, but you can just slice it up and have it that as well.
And you can prepare the potatoes even a day in advance and then just heat everything on the day and take it with you. I think it would work.
I want to find out. Well, actually, do you need to do anything, or can I what do you need to do?
I just need to do. Okay. I need to tell you about my tip.
Let's do it.
So it's very easy when you're doing a vinaigrette.
Yes.
So the tip is to use 1 part of vinegar to 2 parts of oil.
1 part vinegar to 2 parts oil.
Always. Okay. So I'm going to do this because I had a bit more vinegar, and then you just put some mustard, Dijon. Oopsie, sorry.
And you're putting in about 3 teaspoons?
Yeah, 3 teaspoons. But you can, this is a big jar. I do it and I keep it in the fridge, and you can just use it whenever you want. And here we have some salt and pepper, so to taste as well. Some people like to add a touch of honey.
Okay.
If they're using lemon.
Yeah.
So we just do
and
this.
Then you give it a good shake. I'm going to grab a spoon, I think, because I think this needs to be tasted. So great to have so many of you watching on the YouTube. Oh my goodness, I need to smell this. Ooh, chicken congee, saying the Bila is a feel good food. And for Dan, peanut butter on toast.
Okay. Congee is with rice, right?
Yeah.
And lots of...
Okay. So try Yasmine's vinaigrette.
Okay, it's getting...
Yeah? That's delicious.
Can I taste?
And super easy. Now, you could keep that in the fridge for a little while, hey?
For a few days.
What are we going to do with this today?
That is going on top of tart assemble, by the way.
Yeah, shall we?
Yeah.
Do you want me to do anything, or can I just watch you?
No, just watch. Let me take care of you today.
It's Friday afternoon.
Yeah.
Now, I love our listeners and our viewers, because Desiree going straight in with her feel-good food, tomahawk with roast potato and asparagus. That's a bit more luxurious than me and my tomato soup when I'm not feeling well, but tomahawk, absolutely brilliant choice. So, Yasmine, we just fluffed up the couscous a little bit in the bowl.
Yeah.
And it's going into that's a really nice dish, into our lovely serving dish.
I have the same at home.
Oh, do you?
And I filmed the recipe in it, so. So you see, I love couscous. It's a whole grain, it's a grain, so it's made of wheat, and it's whole grain, which I love. It's very, very easy to use, and it's ready in like a few minutes. I can smell no, it's okay.
A little bit more?
A few more minutes.
A little bit more time for our potato.
That is the base of our dish.
Okay.
And then we are going to just take our veggies. Be careful. Is it hot?
No, it's okay. No?
Okay. So I'm just going to grab the tongs.
Oh. Yay, like a pro. Those tongs were being naughty earlier, but now.
So this, I've served, when I first got married, I used to do this dish a lot. Because it's really nice for parties and it's so easy to prepare. I never was like a natural born cooker.
Are you formally trained, or how did it all come about?
No, I just, I'm very curious and I love it. And my mom loves it. And I had a need to feed my husband because apparently the way to a man's heart is through his tummy.
My poor husband is so unloved in that case. Actually, that's not true. Do you know what's made life a lot easier for me?
You can outsource it from Spinneys.
Well, that's exactly what I do. Yeah. The Spinneys meal deals.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, one night we're going to do the pasta. One night we're going to do the stir fry.
Do you hide the packs?
No, I'm honest. I think he's just happy that I'm actually cooking. And now my kids, well, one in particular, one's a great eater. One's quite curious and prides herself on liking spice. The other one is all beige, which we'll talk about in a minute. So we've got our lovely grilled veggies just laid on top of that couscous, and then
some cherry tomatoes that I'm gonna add. I love using roast vegetable with fresh vegetable.
That's a nice idea, texturally and also temperature-wise as well.
We also can add a bit of chickpeas for protein, and that will make it really a full meal. And these are just canned chickpeas.
Just drained, that's it?
Yeah, that's it. So you put them here. And then we have some cubed feta.
Oh, I might steal a bit of that.
We have a lot. I have.
Thank you.
I love Greek feta. It's really so yummy and creamy. And then we are going to add some fresh herbs, some parsley.
This is just so healthy feeling.
Some mint. And some toasted pine nuts.
I love toasted
for
pine
crunch.
nuts. Yeah, but more texture.
Can you smell it? Can you smell the freshness?
Absolutely divine.
Yeah. And then we serve it with the vinaigrette.
How much are we going to use?
You just drizzle it.
Just as needed, yeah.
And what I like to do with kids is that I prepare a huge batch. I do not put the dressing on, and then we keep this aside, and we just pour
as you need it.
To keep it fresh. So that's our first dish.
I kind of, when we come back on the radio, I want it. Can I taste it?
Please do.
Would that be okay?
Yes.
I really, really want to. Now, just a quick reminder, because we are about to come back onto radio. But for those of you who are watching, join the conversation. Let us know in the comments when you're feeling a bit under the weather. And I know there's a lot going around right now. Tell me, what is your feel-good food? What makes you feel fortified and happy and healthy? There's no right or wrong. We've had everything from tomahawk to peanut butter on toast. And if I can get a camera right here, I can tell you what you can be winning. We've got a hamper full of gorgeous ingredients. We've got the sweet potato churros. We've got all of the veggies that we've been cooking today with Yasmine. We've got some fresh. We've got some pantry essentials as well. So vinegar, olive oil, salt, pepper. So fill the cupboards. Celebrate this new range. Just tell us in the comments what cheers you up. What food makes you feel good? We're coming back on the radio now. Perfect timing for a bit of tasting. It smells so good.
So you can see how the potatoes have crisped around the edges. Very simple. I'm going to take the packet.
Guys, we're back on Dubai 103.8, and I wish, why hasn't this been invented yet? The smell-o-vision. I'm in the kitchen today with Yasmine Idriss from Petit Chose, and my goodness, I am so lucky that I'm going to get to eat some of this.
Thank you.
We're celebrating, if you've just tuned in, Spinneys' new range of super easy, super convenient veggies, not even on the go, but at home, things you can do in literally minutes. We've put, steamed baby potatoes today in 8 minutes. The veggies were how long in the oven?
Like maximum of 5 to 10.
And they've got this lovely char on it. So we're making 2 dishes today. One is pretty much done already. We did couscous, 1 part couscous to 1 part hot water. So it was a cup of each. And to that, we've added the veggies that were charred in the oven. What else have we added to this mix?
So we've added lots of fresh herbs, some fresh cherry tomatoes to bring juiciness and tang. You can use any vegetable that you have. And the roast vegetable, you can prepare it ahead of time. We added a can of drained chickpeas for some protein and feta cheese for also tang and creaminess. And we have the vinaigrette on the side.
Now, for people who are listening and not watching, could you do a quick recap on your vinaigrette? Because I'm totally stealing this recipe.
So the vinaigrette is the easiest thing to do. You just need a jar, a mason jar or anything that has a lid. And for each 1 measure of vinegar or lemon, you need double in olive oil.
Okay.
And then put as much as Dijon mustard as you like and give it a good shake. Salt and pepper.
Can we dress our couscous?
Of course.
Okay, I'll let you do the honors because I'm going to get a spoon. This is my favourite thing for Friday afternoon, by the way. I don't tend to eat before I come because I know it's going to be a good feed. Now, for those of you who are listening, don't forget, if you head over and watch us on the Dubai Eye YouTube channel, you could be winning all of the gorgeous ingredients that we're actually cooking with today. So these packets that are ready to go, baby veggies, roast potatoes, sweet potato churros, the olive oil that we've been cooking with as well. Just by telling us the food that makes you feel a bit better if you're under the weather. Can I go in with the couscous?
Please go in and please taste, Jack. You have to take from all of the
This is what
layers.
I'm trying to do. Yeah. I'm trying to get some of our beautiful veggies in here. We've got some baby corn. We've got the chickpeas. I'm going to steal some of this carrot.
So excited.
Okay. Now,
I hope you like it.
Of course I'll like it. You're talking about it. It's your food. I love your food. While I'm eating, do you want to give your YouTube, your Instagram a bit of a shout out on what people are liking?
So my page is called Petite_shows. Petite Shows is my page, and I consider myself very lucky to be really surrounded by a beautiful community from followers that are from all around the world, that are from all nationalities, all backgrounds, and a lot of them have become friends. A lot of them, I have their numbers, and we message each other from the States to all, a lot of the countries.
Isn't that funny? Because social media gets such a bad rap. Really, it does. It's a terrible rap. No. But I think what you're a great example of is curating your feed.
Yeah.
For me, I want to follow people that inspire me. I want to follow people that make me feel good. I want to follow people that I can learn from, right?
Yeah, but I have to say also for me, what I really love about my page, and it's that what makes it easier on me is that I'm truly the same on my page I'm on real life.
Yeah.
So, I don't make an effort. So when I meet people that are like in real life, they would feel as if they knew me from just following me on Instagram.
I get the same comment all the time, and I always reply, it's because I'm too tired to try and pretend to be anything else.
Me too.
I'm sorry. I mean, you're looking incredible today. You've got, your lipsticks on. Because we're on TV, I look like I'm going on a children's play date because I haven't been feeling very well. But you were a reason for me to get out of my sick bed today because I needed to eat this food. Now, for anyone that's just tuned in, we've just made this beautiful couscous dish, but we've also been using the Spinneys baby roast potatoes. So they've actually been cooked in the microwave. And you've crushed them down into a springform cake pan. And we're using this as a base. Now, in this packet comes a aioli and some onion and some herbs, I think.
Crispy onion and some fresh parsley.
Okay.
I just would like to add something. For people that do not own or do not want to use a microwave, you can very easily boil them.
Okay, perfect.
Boil them until tender, and then you can roast or you can crush them in this way.
Okay.
Okay.
So the aioli we've just spread. And that's going to be, it's all about zero waste where possible, right? But
exactly.
I guess if you want to put it aside and use it as a dipping, then that would be absolutely fine too. So these are little cherry tomatoes you've chopped
some
up.
Fresh tomatoes to add and to make it guilt-free, so a fresh vegetable.
Listen, potatoes are vegetables, Yasmine. I don't know where this idea of guilt is coming from.
And then a lot of shredded mozzarella. A lot.
This looks amazing. We just made, literally before I came here, my kids in Dubai come home from school at about what feels like 10 a.m. But they got home at about 12:15 and they're like, I'm hungry. Straight away, we got tortilla.
Oh, I love it.
Fresh tomatoes.
Nice.
Mozzarella. And it was taco pizzas in the air fryer for lunch at the farmer household today. So how long is this going to go in the oven for?
So I'm going to put the timer because I'm really scared that it will burn. I'm just going to put 3 minutes. It's on 220, so it's on grill. Okay. We just want the cheese to melt. Perfect. Grill a tiny bit and it's ready to serve.
Sounds absolutely dreamy. Guys, stay with us on Dubai Eye 103.8 because lots coming your way between now and 5 o'clock. We're going to be speaking to the legendary Daniel Boulud. He is... just wait until you hear his accent. He's just the loveliest man. We're also going to be talking about where you should go tonight. So if you've got any ideas, any inspiration about, we're going to be learning about a new steak supper club, sign me up. Plus, we've got Laura Coughlin joining us to talk food news. And we've got not one, not two, we've got 3 competitions.
Wow.
We've got tickets for Cinderella on Ice. We've got tickets for Hot Trucks, Hot Wheels Monster Trucks, and an evening with Joanna Lumley. Yeah. So if you're feeling lucky, stay with us here on Dubai Eye 103.8 because we want to send you into the weekend as a winner. And if you're watching, of course, keep the comments coming in so you could be scoring this fantastic hamper full of Spinneys ingredients. We're going to head over now and find out what's happening on our roads. I'm going to go in for a bit more couscous. Please. If that's okay with you. I'm going to serve myself so we don't get into trouble for cross-contamination. Oh, even better.
But I just have to, are we on YouTube?
Yeah, we're still.
So I just want to say that I love all my kids, Karima and Talia and Anas. I love you guys so much.
I don't think my kids are watching, but yeah, hi guys. Oh, that's cute. They must be so proud of you, hey?
Yeah, they're like, they're fantastic. I'm fantastic. No, I'm joking. They're fantastic.
No. So tell me again, how old?
So Karima is 17, Talia is 13, and Anas is 11. So
and goodies?
They are experimental. Both Karima and I love good foods. Okay. And we love eating at home. Recently, we really spend a lot more time at home. So I try. Sometimes we get takeaway.
Okay.
I'm not going to pretend.
No. But listen, we've already given a shout out to 21 grams. Where do you like for takeout?
Like we eat a lot of Lebanese manouche.
Do you? Oh.
Yeah. Manouche street is Palestinian and I love it.
Yes.
It's an excellent quality food. And I also recently have been to Chef Salam's new restaurant, Sufrit Mariam.
I went 2 weeks ago. What did you eat?
We had the kibbenayeh. We had a bit of everything. The table was
cool.
Yeah, but I love food that is made with soul. I love Reef's restaurant. I love when there is orfali.
I know. Yeah. When they're there, when people care.
Yeah.
So I think it's such a good example. When I spoke to her, it was emotional to talk to her because of how much she cares, how much love and how much thought. And I mean, it's all about her mother and celebrating her food. Yeah. Do you ever have dreams of a restaurant, or is it not your thing?
I think like a lot of people in my field dream of one day owning something, but I'm too realistic. I'm just happy to just feed those around me and create recipes, being creative with ingredients and without the responsibility of owning. But the beautiful thing about Dubai is that when I first came here 17 years ago, it was a lot of quick restaurants, a lot of big chains, a lot of big businesses and big corporations. Now we have a lot of smaller
and homegrown, right?
Yes, homegrown concepts like Meat Avenue. Their meat is fantastic.
Is it? I haven't been
fantastic.
There yet. The one on Beach Road.
Yeah, you can go for grilled meat. It's really nice.
Oh, that's good to know because that's super close to where I live. Yeah, and I drove past it the other day, and I was like, oh, I wonder what. So you can dine in and take out?
Yeah, you can dine in and take out.
Ooh, this is good information.
It's excellent. And like a lot of nice homegrown, and we try to stay in the area. Like when it's really busy on the roads, we don't want to drive very far.
You tell I'm really enjoying this. Oh, well, you guys are not disappointing on the YouTube comments. We've got a hamper of ingredients for you to win, full of everything that Yasmine has been cooking with today. Our lovely mini veggies, our potatoes, but also olive oil and salt and pepper. For Isabella, the comfort food for her, Korean fried chicken with kimchi, spicy fries and Korean rice.
I think spiciness when you're feeling a bit sick clears the sinuses.
So that's what I did yesterday. When I was on my sofa, I was like, I have just enough strength to order wokio. I ordered wokio.
I've never.
Oh, it's phenomenal. It is phenomenal. For Ashwini, it's watermelon salad. Actually, that's a smart choice in terms of hydration.
And light.
Yeah.
Don't build bad habits when you're sick.
My grandma, isn't it funny what we remember from growing up? My grandma, when I was unwell, she was always like, feed a cold and starve a fever.
Wow.
And I was like, I never really understood that. But I think when you haven't got much of an appetite, how you nourish your body is really, really important. But if you've got a cold, I'm like, just bring it on. Yasmine, this vinaigrette is absolutely divine. So happy. I love the...
Okay. Shall we take it out?
Like, I think we could go a little bit longer, don't you?
Yeah.
We've got time.
We can.
I want to hear about Chopped.
Oh. So I participated in Chopped Arabia. And it was like a couple of years ago. It was just after COVID, or like at the end of COVID. And on the day of the shooting, I wake up in the morning, Karima, my eldest, and my son had fever, like very high fever. And we quickly did the COVID test and both had COVID.
No.
And I had to go at 7 a.m. to the studio, spend the whole day until midnight without my phone.
Oh my gosh.
So I came in second. I blame it on the COVID.
Blame it on the COVID.
But
where was it filmed?
It was... Can you blame the memory loss on COVID? Yeah. So I don't remember.
In Dubai. In Dubai.
Yeah, in a big warehouse studio.
Well, we're going to come back to the radio in just a few minutes because I want to hear exactly kind of how it worked, because I love watching food on TV.
Yeah.
What else do you like watching?
So I love recipes. Nigella was my biggest inspiration.
Oh, she's amazing.
Yeah, she was my first book. I loved watching her, but she has this very voluptuous persona that doesn't really translate to reality. She's a very shy person, which I like. I understand. Yeah, but I love Nigella. I love.
But I think she's very unapologetic about loving food and celebrating. And then those videos of her in her pajamas, opening the fridge at midnight. Do you relate to this?
I do.
Well, that was like me last night watching TV, and I was like, I could definitely have some toast with butter, a little sprinkling of sea salt in front of the TV.
I've matured in my food appreciation. So now if I'm having a good quality ingredient, no matter what it is, I don't feel any sort of guilt or I just want to eat good. Like the butter that's in the vegetable, it's incredible.
Really good quality. Yeah. It's true though. We you learn to appreciate, I think it's important when we're hearing from, people like Ajik about, the farmers and the care. And I think I personally do care more about where our meat is coming from and eggs, and when we're feeding our children as well. Whereas when I was single, I would be having cereal for dinner and not really caring. Right, we're coming back to the radio. But I want to hear a little bit
more. Tiny
bit more.
Do you want to know about the weirdest ingredient at...
I do. Hang on. So we are back, Helen Farmer in the kitchen with Yasmine from Petit Choses. I've already devoured half of the couscous that you've made. It's absolutely delicious. And in our oven, we are transforming Spinneys' new range. It's baby potatoes that we've steamed, crushed them down to create a base. And on there, we've put the aioli that was in the packet. We've put some chopped cherry tomatoes and we've got some mozzarella. So we're having a pizza of sorts. It hasn't been in for too long.
I think it's ready.
That looks and smells amazing. Now we're on YouTube as well. So guys, it's your very last chance to hop on over to our YouTube channel and tell us the food that makes you feel better when you're not feeling very well. This is to win a hamper right in front of us here, full of veggies, of olive oil and vinegar and salt and pepper and just gorgeousness. And we were just saying that you were on Chopped, one of my favorite cookery TV programs. For anyone that's not familiar with the concept, can you explain the premise?
Okay, so you are 4 contestants with 4 judges, and they present you a box for each meal.
Okay.
And you have, I think it was like 20 minutes for the starter and then 30 minutes for main and dessert to come up with a dish using the weirdest ingredients possible.
It's not just like, here's some couscous and some vegetables. No.
Okay. There's a pantry.
So you can get some base things, but you have to incorporate what's in that box.
Yes.
Okay, what was on yours?
So I don't remember a lot of the items, but I did have some Werther's caramel for the dessert and churros. Okay. So I did a crumble with the caramel sauce.
Lovely.
And I remember for the main, I had like a bowl full of jellified bone broth and chunks of meat.
What did you make?
I fished the pieces of meat and I did like enchiladas or something like this with a salsa. Oh my God. And my kids...
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Kids must have been proud of Mum.
Yes, very
good. Last chance to tell me over on our YouTube channel in the comments, the food that makes you feel better when you're not feeling very well. For Danica, beef broccoli. And deep fried dumplings with chili oil. Oof, that sounds good too.
More spicy.
I think it's a spice. It's like, release the flavors. So our pizza's out.
Yes.
What's going on top, Yasmine?
So to also, you're going to serve potato and cheese. You might as well add some greens.
Yeah, if just to ease my carbon cheese bill.
And then, so I added some rucola and I'm going to add some oregano. Yeah, it smells amazing.
Oh, I just keep on getting... And I don't want to jinx it. That's me touching kind of wood here in this studio. The weather's turning, guys. This is like, it is. Manifest it, Yasmine. Manifest it with me.
Yes,
it's getting cooler. It is getting cooler. This feels to me like picnic in the park food. Do you not think? How popular would you be to turn it with this beautiful platter full of veggie couscous, this pizza with mozzarella on top? Just amazing. So you've got your springform cake cake tin.
Yes. So I'm going to try to...
This is where I take a step back and let the professional do her thing.
No.
Yes.
Wait, I can do it. It's not as bad as like ورق عنب or something.
Oh my, yeah, can you imagine?
Can you imagine?
Okay. So the challenge I've been having with my kids.
Oh, I know.
What?
If you ever want to remove the bottom of a cake tin, you grab a container like a... And
just got a ramekin for those of you who are listening.
So what I'm going to do is...
We're going to put gravity on our side.
Mm-hmm. So I'm going to do this. I don't want to wait too much because I want the cheese to be very cheesy. So I'm going to just make sure that it's centered.
I think even my pickiest eater would eat this, and she is a nightmare. Oh gosh, look at that just being revealed. Oh, that looks so gorgeous.
Ta-da!
We've got a very happy crew here on YouTube, by the way. Eliza, I'm delighted to announce the computer has picked you are the winner of that hamper of goodies, chicken broth. It comes back to basics.
Yeah.
Eliza, chicken broth with leek and veg. You will be getting everything we've been cooking with today and so much more. Yasmine, what are we doing? Because we just said before, let's use everything in these packets of the Spinneys veggies. So you've got some crispy onions.
I forgot the crispy onions, the most important part of the pack.
Let's pack some more flavor into it.
So just add a bit of the crispy onions. And that's it.
That
looks
ready. Absolutely divine. Right, we're going to feed the crew. Before we, well, actually, shall we cut it?
Yes, I think we can cut it.
I've got a big knife here.
Okay.
I'll let you do your thing. The challenge I'm having, I think a lot of parents have over the summer, is when you're traveling, the kids tend to assert themselves because they've got no control over routine or where you're going. They assert themselves through food. So I went over the summer to basically feeding my child just fries in different locations. So now we've come back. I'm on a bit of a mission to get her to, look at the stringy cheese.
And you have the garlic smell from the aioli. It smells really good.
That smells absolutely divine. I'm going to give it a little second to cool off. But feeding kids is such an emotional thing. It's so hard because you spend your money on ingredients. Let's not get away from that. You spend your time, you research something, you have this hope that they'll like it. And especially when they're toddlers and they just go,
How old are your girls?
The mouth closes. Mine are 7 and 9 now. So the 9-year-old is like, let's go out and eat this, and let's go out and eat that. And she's excited for food to be, something to explore. And then the younger one, I don't know what's going on with her. I think you tell me. Second-born children, they are a law unto themselves. So what we're trying to do, since going back to school, is to eat together more.
That's what I was going to say. Because my second child, my daughter Talia, at some point, because she's a sandwich child, so she's a second middle child, and she was having some issues. And a friend of mine told me the best thing to do is actually spend one-on-one time with her. And maybe for you, your one-on-one time could be around eating.
Yeah. Speaking of which, we're running out of time. I am going to eat this. This looks and smells divine. Yasmine, while I'm eating it, one last chance to tell everyone listening today where to find you on Instagram. And I guess, where are you going this weekend? What are you eating?
Petit chose. And just love each other, eat together, share food, break bread, and eat your veggies from Spinneys.
Because they're making it very easy. Yasmine, thank you so much.
You.
Guys on YouTube, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you for all the comments. Congratulations again to Eliza. And for those of you listening, stay with us. Still lots to come here on Dubai I 103.8. Helen Farmer with you for Farmer's Kitchen. I just need like a 2-minute break so I can eat some food. See you on the other side. Right, guys, come and eat.